The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff running left is Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. A carry for Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing, Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff for Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 23.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Fitzpatrick now. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Touchdown! Logan Thomas. 23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
And here's a give to Gibson. It's a 1st down or more for Gibson. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
52 and 56. 52 and 56. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. There you go. Get down. 54. Right there. 54. 34. Watch the screen.
Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Check. Lucky. Check.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Gibson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 90 yards on the ground for him so far. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Jones throwing on third and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out Got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
PPP. PPP. 6 go. Check 6 go. Blah, 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 blah. Kick the edge. 35. He's coming. We got double up.
On second down, here's Gibson again. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right there. 54. Right there. I'm going to run you over.
Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the the shotgun. It's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Jimmy Moreland there on the stop. Now Jones to throw from his end zone. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Gibson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On third down, Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 114 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back
to the 41-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
There he goes inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Hey, color.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones looking for Shepard deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones going deep downfield for Ross.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team And let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Fitzpatrick. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. There goes Sterling Shepard. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On the run, it's Penny. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Elijah Penny. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Gibson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 48. Hey, color.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Check 13. Check 13. No.
They'll go again with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 14 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
26 months. I'm going to come back.
And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
26 months.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah, but I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people.